with Dave McCann, star basketball player.
Talk to the chief. I brought the
Talk
chief
to the
over.
chief, yes.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the pizza thing?
We can talk
No.
about the pizza thing.
Let's talk about the pizza thing.
Okay.
It's easier than spelling.
Come on, chief.
And I'll get the chief right in a moment. He's standing right over here next to our city hall, going in the city hall. Yes, he's going to change his shirt and be clean before we get everything together. Is it too dark here? No, I think we're okay. So, Dave, pizza.
The pizza thing, what we've got going is we really want to get
Let's get a little more light over here if you can back up.
Like into the sun?
I guess a little, yeah, this is better.
So, it's really important that we get the word out about how important smoke detectors and fire alarms are.
Yes.
We want everybody in town to have a smoke detector and a fire alarm that works in their home.
Does it have to be hardwired?
You know, the new codes say that they have to be hardwired,
Uh-huh.
but all of the old houses, which is the majority of houses in town here,
Right.
they don't need to be hardwired. So a battery-operated smoke detector is good. Now, you want one on every level of the house. You want one in every bedroom and outside every sleeping area, and then in the kitchen and areas like that. One thing that they do have these days, they've just come out with some new technology, and the hardwired, one of the advantages to the hardwired smoke detectors is that if one goes off, they all go off. So they alert everybody in the house. Well, they have smoke detectors that you can buy in the hardware stores now where
They're interconnected.
they're interconnected, even though they're not hardwired. So that's a really good advantage. That's a really good thing. But back to free pizza, because everybody loves free pizza.
Yes.
And so what we did is, if you order a pizza, last night we did it at Domino's, and tonight we're going to do it with Moonlight Pizza. If
That
one
is
person,
Saturday. Today is
today is Saturday, and
October 15th.
so tonight, one person that orders a pizza from Moonlight Pizza is going to get it delivered by the fire department. When the fire department shows up with your pizza, if you have a working smoke detector, you get the pizza for free. If you don't, you have to pay for the pizza, but we're going to make sure that you do have a working smoke detector. We're either going to put batteries in the ones that you have, or
Wow.
we're going to
Isn't
install
that
a new
wonderful?
one for you.
One of them. Just one. And
You know
they'll
what?
have to get the other.
We'll put in as many as we think you
Is
need.
that right?
Absolutely.
When can you come to my
Absolutely.
house and do that? We have a few, and I question how
And
well I have maintained them
that
over a
is
period of time. So,
that's a good point, Mark. And
how many homes can you do, for gosh sake?
anybody at all, anybody that
You'll
lives
do
in
all
our
the damn
district,
homes in the.
anybody that lives
That's right.
in our
I'm not in
districts.
Salida. You got to be in
You're in
Salida.
our district. You're in our
I am
district.
in the
you're,
district.
You're in the South Arc district.
It's good to know if there's a fire there.
Most people that live between Salida and Poncha Springs, if you live within a couple of miles of Salida, you probably live in our district.
I do.
And we will come out and we will check your smoke detectors. We'll change the batteries. We will install new smoke detectors.
Can they call you to get help?
Call the fire station, 539-2212.
Okay. Some other places you're going to do with the pizza? Is it
those-
all Moonlight?
It's
Saturday it is, but
the only pizza places that we had working with us this year was Domino's last night, Friday,
right.
and Moonlight Pizza tonight, Saturday.
Okay.
So,
If there's other pizza places that want to get involved, please
just give us a call.
give a call to.
Absolutely, please call us at the fire station, and we'll get you set up for next year. We like to do this in conjunction with the Fire Prevention Week and our open house, which we're having here on
Today
Sunday.
is
Saturday
the 15th open house. You can go up in a fire truck.
We will have the ladder truck over
Ladder
there,
truck
and
over
we'll be
there.
giving ladder rides so that you can go up in the bucket.
You can see the ladder truck at the end of the street there, I believe, as well as the hard-working firemen keeping everything nice and clean. And
We also have fire trucks. We will be giving rides in a fire engine, so you can ride around town in the fire engine. We will have a wonderful barbecue at lunchtime. We're going to have hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, potato chips, cookies, pop, all kinds of good food.
I remember you show people how to sweep a lower level with a fire extinguisher when there's a fire.
Any business at all that would like to have a We call it an in-service, but if you would like to have a training for how to operate a fire extinguisher, we will come out and we'll do that for you. We love to do public service and public education. If there's any businesses out there that would like people to, their employees to learn anything that relates to fire, we'll come out and we'll.
It says on the trucks, South Up-Ark Fire District, South Arkansas Fire Protection District. Yes, always some confusing names and different locations and places. But
it is a little bit confusing.
We know that there's a fire station in Poncha, and there's one in Buena Vista that Jim Wingert mans. Can you go through that litany with me one time?
In Chaffee County, we have a fire department in Buena Vista. We have a fire department in Salida, and then the South Ark Fire Protection District is associated with the City of Salida Fire Department. That covers the area right around Salida. Everything else in the county is covered by the Chaffee County Fire Protection District.
Understood. With Muscle Man, great basketball player Dave McCann, always a winner for many years as a championship center in our area. And if I ever get in trouble or have a heart attack, we'll send for you to lift me up.
We'll take care of you, Mark.
We'll take care. That's why I'm here. I want to try to live longer so I can bug the hell out of this town.
Okay.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, thank you very much.
Pizza night tonight. Remember.
Order a pizza from Moonlight Pizza. It might be free, or you might get a free smoke detector.
Saturday, October 15th, open house with our Salida Fire Company. Thanks, Dave. I'm going to go speak with Don here for a minute as we take a little walk and tour of our fire station. Captain Chris Bainbridge and Don Taylor in the distance here. Hey, Chief.
Hey, sir, how are you today?
How you doing?
Good.
Open house today.
Open house is today.
It's a wonderful thing. I'll take one shot of this incredible fire. Tell me about this fire truck, would you, while I'm filming it for the moment?
It's a 1911 Kissel,
Uh-huh.
and it was actually in service here until the early 1940s, and it's the oldest motorized fire truck in Colorado. The second one we found is 1912, and that's in Cheyenne Wells. So it's actually the oldest motorized fire truck in Colorado.
Can you come in? If you come in, can you sit in it today?
You can sit in it, and if we get the gumption, we might even put the wind-up siren on it and let the kids run the siren.
And you have a crank on it, I see. It actually starts with this crank like the old days that you crank it up and
actually does, and it still runs. We have a little bit of motor problems with it that we're working on trying to get some fundraising done to get some minor engine repairs done, and we're going to do some work with getting the paint redone, and the mission is to try to get it done and back in the parades next year or the year after.
Tell me about the fire season and how active it was this summer. Were you out on some fires all over the place like in Arizona?
We, through the National Resource Network that we have, we were out on 7 fires this year, so it's been a very active year for us. We were out, we've been as far as the Wallow Fire, which is at the New Mexico-Arizona border,
right.
And we went to 6 different fires in Colorado.
My gosh.
Yes.
So we were actually lucky this summer in Colorado, weren't we?
In this area of Colorado,
yes.
In central Colorado, lucky is probably a good word. All the factors were there, but you have to give credit to the citizens for mitigation work and being cautious so that we didn't have any large-scale fires in the Chaffee County area, but there were other ones in the Boulder area. You know, West Cliff had one that we were on twice, so there were some pretty significant fires in Colorado. We were just lucky in the central area.
Yeah, and one of those words, lucky, might be that most fires are started by citizens that throw a cigarette or start a fire.
In actuality, most of the fires in Colorado are either lightning strikes or they are people that are burning rubbish or slash, and even if they're doing it within accordance with the laws, it gets away from them, do a sudden wind shift, or they think the fire's out and it's not and the wind picks it up. So that's cigarette fire starts are actually not all that common.
Is that
although
right?
people think
Good.
they are, they're really
Throwing
not.
a cigarette out the window,
Right.
it's dry.
Now, I'm not saying it's a good practice,
Uh-huh.
but most of the time, by the time it hits the hit somewhere where it could light, and especially with the new style cigarettes, they go out fairly quickly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, but it's still a hazard. Don't get me wrong.
It is a hazard. You should smoke in your car and put it out in your car.
Absolutely.
And always have a cigarette in a can or one of those cigarette stems that you can stick your cigarette in.
Absolutely. We used to call them dressing your butts, per se, in the military, and that was to make sure that you actually, scrunch the end off and with your fingers to make sure it was cold before you actually put it away. And there's always the good thing of dousing it in water or having it in a can with sand, something like that.
You can't beat that. During the open house Saturday the 15th, pizza night, Moonlight Pizza. Get a pizza from Moonlight, and if you don't have a fire extinguisher, the Salida Fire Company, or that's actually a fire alarm.
Correct.
The Salida Fire Company will come by and hook you up, and if you need some training on what to do in a fire, just call your Salida Fire Company and Chief Don Taylor. How long you been chief now? Been a few years,
yes, I've been here for 5 years.
Oh my God, that's a record, I guess.
I don't know if it's quite a record, but it's been a longevity record, I think. So it's been a lot of fun.
You've done a good job. Thank you for your time.
We definitely enjoy. This is the highlight of our year right here. It really is. This is the opportunity for us to not only educate, like we've been doing all week with the children in the schools, and do some education with smoke detectors and stuff like that, but this is our opportunity to pay the citizens back for the support they show us by opening up our house to them, letting them see what we do, meet everybody, provide them a hamburger or a hot dog, and just for us to say thank you to them for all the support.
You guys are first responders usually in a medical emergency.
We respond to every medical call in the city or in the fire district around it. That's correct.
Can't beat it, our Salida Fire Company. We're 93.7 FM.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chief,
thanks
so much.
for coming.
And he is doing something during the Saturday, it's October 15th, open house at the 93.7 with Stu Peppenfort. He is with Colorado State Parks, an officer, and he explained this summer about the high water on the Arkansas. And today he's got a boat with him, a raft, actually. What are you doing with that raft?
We're just going to do a little bit on river safety for all the kids, let them know that the river's powerful and that they should be wearing protective equipment, especially a life jacket when they're in the river and playing.
A helmet too.
Helmet's great, yeah, helmet's always good. If I could just get every kid in a life jacket, that'd be a big win.
Oh, important to have someone that's been on the river before you just decide to go on it.
Absolutely, and we're finding the whitewater parks like the one here in Salida are a magnet for kids, especially on hot days at the end of the summer, and so we're just trying to promote a little bit more safety around those features.
So you're going to show them today, actually here at the Salida Fire Company, some of the things that should be done when you're out on the river.
That's one of the ideas, and then show them what we have as far as rescue equipment. That's kind of what today is all about. They're showing off all the fire engines, and so we'll show them some of the equipment we use for river rescue.
Have some fun with the Salida Fire Company and Stu from the Colorado State Parks. Stu, thank you. Have a good day today. We're 93.7. Thanks, guys.